All right, everyone. WeaponCollector here. All right, a little bit late today. 10 minutes late. A lot of messing around today. But yeah, I'm on now. I'll be on till gone 11. Yeah, took a bit longer for me to get set up. I was rendering a video as well, which I had to do that first before I could live stream. Right now, right then, I'm just going to stand off camera for a minute. I need to put my belt on because my trousers fall down. I'm still here though. Where I lost a bit of weight, none of my trousers fit me anymore. I ain't bothered buying any new ones. All right, Rich. Belt will do. If your trousers don't fit. Yeah, a lot of my trousers are so big they're almost falling off sort of size now. Skate Central, you right, mate? I'll be on camera in a second. I was just putting a belt on. I don't want my trousers falling down, so I'll do it off camera. Yeah, a lot of my trousers now are sort of 3 or 4 inches too big. Right, I'll do. Yeah, how is everyone? I'm alright. Right, Liam? Yeah, so hello everyone. Hope you're all alright. I did the shooting competition today and I was going to upload it today, but literally when I finished rendering it and it was fully edited and all that and rendered and then done was 9 o'clock, so I won't upload it tonight. I'll upload it in the morning. I suppose I could upload it after the stream, but I don't know. I have heard if you upload too many things in one day, you know, they don't like, well, and I've noticed it as well, if you upload more than one thing in one day, one of the things don't get watched. Liam was saying, was just looking at someone else's stream. He has 15k subs and around 130 live views. The metrics make no sense to me. But that's the thing, Liam. That literally makes no sense, does it? So that's less than me, and a quarter of what you've got in it. Yeah, and yet that's, you know, that's 3 times as many viewers you get, and probably 5 or 6 times more. I've never understood it. Literally makes no sense. Yeah, it's really weird. That's the sad thing with YouTube nowadays. You just can't even work out what it is. How these things go about. Right, I'm going to just go on to the other thing so I can look at this better. I'm still looking at this on this weird black fucking mode that they make you look at it on automatically. You know, default. I hate the default way of watching this shit now. Right, I need to mute my speakers as well. You didn't get feedback. Right, I'll let you know when I can see you all again. Yeah, I left everything a little bit late tonight, so I've been rushing around. I've only just had my fucking dinner as well, which is good though. It means I'm completely full up right now. Richard said oil forge idea didn't work. I'm going to try one mod on the coal forge, see if that works, and if that's not, that's officially me done with forging. All right, Rich. That's a shame, but you know, if I understand where you're coming from, totally. You know, if it's not economical or that, it's just not worth bothering, is it? Yeah. Right, let me put this on the live chat. Yeah, this 10 minutes late seems to have made people think I'm not on by the looks of it. Yeah, I've never understood the weird how some channels get stuff, you know, get views and some don't, Liam. That's always been something I can't understand, because nearly everything that ever gets mentioned, you know, all the theories are all true in some respects, and then there's always a channel like what you've said today that makes the whole thing make no sense at all. You know, I know what do they say? That's the exception that proves the rule, but I don't think that's you know, that don't make no sense anyway. Whereas I said, I know a lot of the time it's the genre of the video. But as you say, you find anomalies to that role. Yeah, it's bizarre, but yeah, it could just be. You never know. It could be getting shared from another website, possibly. All right, Peach. Slow mo's not on, is it? Everyone's just been quiet tonight. Slow mo shouldn't be on. Hey, Chan, you right, mate? Yeah, I've not done a lot tonight. I'll tell you what I did download though, Liam. You'll be interested in this. I don't know how many, and potentially every single one of your viewers, maybe. Not all of them, but certain ones. Might be interesting. I don't even know if it's connected to it anyway. But today I downloaded that 1979 film called Stalker, or is it the Stalker? I think it's Stalker. Is that what that game is based on? The Russian. It's a Russian film, 1979. You know, about a post-apocalyptic place and the zone. Is that what this is? Yeah, yeah. I downloaded that. I've got like look at that. I haven't watched it. It's 2 hours 45 minutes long. But I kept seeing things on YouTube, so I thought, fuck it, I'll just watch it. You know, I don't mind weird art house films. You know, I like really weird things. But yeah, is that to do with the game Stalker or not? Richard said, I bought that bow now using your link, Mike. Hopefully you should get a percentage for it. Nice one, Rich. I'll look at that later then. Thank you. Yeah, the Stalker games are based on the book and the film. The original book is called. Oh, is that then? Yes, I had heard of Roadside Picnic. So that film I downloaded today then is that a film of Roadside Picnic? I said that I'm liking the new gun. Which gun's that? What, your new gun? My what? New gun board? Do you mean? Or I'm not a stalker. The film is interesting, but very artsy. Don't watch it expecting a coherent plot. Now, to be honest, I didn't. I'm not fussed about things like that, Liam. You know, I don't give a shit. You know, some of my favourite films are David Lynch films, and some of them literally make no sense in the slightest. Do you know what I mean? Nah, yeah, it looks good though. I like weird. You know, I like weird stuff. I was very loose adaptation of Roadside Picnic. All right. Yeah, the Stalker games are set in Chernobyl zone, but lots of other plot points come from Roadside Picnic, which I think is set in America or Canada. I can't remember. Thank you, HN. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was thanks to the Patreon supporters that's been put up. So yeah, I always do that. I've moved and sat in the way instead, haven't I? Should have stayed where I was. Zed said YouTube is weird. I have 89 subs, but I've never uploaded anything. But a lot of people who do upload have 100 subs or even less subs than me. I don't understand it. It seems unfair. It's very bizarre, Zed. I've got a friend on here called Serene Madness, who I mentioned the other day, the bloke in hospital at the minute from America. And he's got 1,000 subscribers. But because he's had 6 weeks off doing videos, they're not sending any of his videos to anyone. So he's got 1,000 subscribers, whacking a video on, getting no views at all, or no one commenting. Which is a shame for him because he just wanted some people to talk to while he's in hospital. The basic plot of Roadside Picnic is basically aliens having visited Earth and left behind space junk that is fascinating, has fascinating scientific properties. The zone where the aliens visited have stalkers. Break in to avoid the broken space-time and physics to loot the artifacts, sell for lots of money. Oh, nice. That sounds good. Yeah, I knew a little bit about it from you mentioning it. No, I'll tell you what, Hayden says there's that a K-bar next to the lever action. I'll tell you what that is. Hayden, it's like a cheap copy of a K-bar. I'll get it down as it's quite quiet. I could never afford a K-bar, so I got myself like a cheap, almost not. It's not quite a replica, but it's like a cheap version of it. So there's the sheath and that, which ain't really nothing special. Yeah, there's the actual knife. So it's not bad. It's good for what it is. I don't think it cost a lot of money. That's got a real leather stacked handle. It's quite a nice little knife. I feel a bit tired now. I've got a coffee in front of me though. Now said I've got 34 and no content even. Strange, isn't it? I know what you mean. It's weird. Where am I? Bristol, right, mate? And even though I'm struggling to post using a tablet, which is slow, my computer is knackered. You know what, Roy? I hate using phones and tablets for doing this kind of stuff. It's a nightmare. You can't even do. I can't even work out how to do the at symbol thing. I know how to do the at symbol, but I don't know how you do the at. Like it doesn't work on my phone. When I was in, yeah, and they throw the bolts in the book film, and they go, "Ah, oh, nice." Well, that'll clear that up for me a bit at least. Well, you've explained that to me now, anyway. All right, let's see what they got on D and B military then. Yeah, if I feel a bit quiet, not feel. If I seem a bit quiet at a minute. 550 quid, nice. Yeah, I've not. You know what? I've not seen those for fucking ages anywhere. Yeah, in fact, that's the first time I've seen one for sale. 550, yeah. 200 quid when I bought that, and 25 quid for the bayonet, or 225, and yeah, I think it's 225 quid and 25 quid for the bayonet. So it's doubled in price then. Yeah. And probably barely has any parts moving on it now. Not that that particularly did anyway, but yeah, nice. Cheers, Liam. Yeah, that's not, to be honest, for that, that's actually not that bad, is it? I would pay that for that nowadays. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Chenton, mate, the K-bars are great. The only combat knife I own. It's done me well. Oh, I imagine they are absolutely lovely. Yeah, I ain't got the money for one of them. Joe destroys, right, mate? Yeah, you're right, Liam. I think that is a good price for that. So it's a good, unusual gun. Yeah, 250 quid. For, yeah, see, that's a good price, isn't it? That's well worth it, that. Right, I'm a little bit tired, if anyone wonders why I'm a little bit I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I've just eaten. You know. Pete said, so you would get 600 quid for the bayonet. Yeah, you probably would. Yeah. You know what then? So 200, let's say 250, right, 225 for the gun. I'd need to spend another 120 quid on it. So what's that going to make that? Let's just do it as 125. So what would that make up to? 350. That would have cost me to get it for the gun and then getting it redone to the new spec. Yeah, I'd still be getting 250 quid profit, wouldn't I? Not that I would sell it anyway, but in that case, it is worth getting them fully deactivated again, isn't it? Not fully deactivated, but you know what I mean. Deactivated to the new spec. Dad said to Nell, but you're female. They probably hope that one day you will do a vid where you get them out. So they can have a good fat watching it. So I love the way you phrase things, Ed. Oh, God. Nice to see DX are starting to restock guns around the 200 to 500 quid range again. Yeah, everything else being £1,000. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Liam, that surprised me. I'm surprised that came up because I've not seen any since Worldwide Arms Limited. They're the only place I've ever seen them. Cheers now. Yeah, like the stream, everyone, please. I think most of everyone's in here as regulars now, anyway, isn't it? I imagine, Mike, imagine how strict the law will be for future generations. Airsoft will need a license. Well, it almost does now, don't it? But I know what you mean. Yeah, but we won't. One day, we won't be able to have nothing, and that'll just be full of fucking gardening tools. Just looking at D&B military again. Oh, look at the collection of our new stock. Yeah, is that it there? Just underneath that bit. Yeah, they got some good shit in there actually for the prices. G3 assault rifle, 550 quid. That's worth it for that kind of price. You know, for what everything is now. Look how much that Bren gun is though. 1,500 quid basically. Is that the new stock or is that because the Chinese Type 86 isn't on that? They don't matter anyway. I won't keep looking at that. I know it says people on. Bing, you right, mate? Sorry I didn't say hello. Just looking at D&B Militaria. It's all right, everyone. What that say? Thought I'd stay in for a quiet night so I can understand what you're all talking about. Thought I'd, stay quiet so I can understand what you're talking about. Thinking of doing re-deactivation of your guns in. Not really. I've looked into it. Me and Liam was talking about it once, so I looked into it. I probably won't bother, but if it did, I looked into it to see how much it would cost, and it would cost at least 120 quid per gun, even on my shitty fucking shotguns that cost 60 quid when I bought them. That fucking single barrel shotgun up there cost me about 60 quid. So now it's going to have to be over 200 quid for it to be worth anything. Have a look how much a DIAC single barrel shotgun is, someone. Joe said already need a license for air guns in Scotland. That's what I mean. It will 100% go that way. Everywhere. I said, just looked on D&B and a lot of the rifles are 250 to 300 quid now. Yeah, that's all right, isn't it? I imagine gardeners need a license and a CRB check. Yeah, but not to put the thing on your wall, I mean. I know what you mean, though. Well, I said a few years ago, the G3 with camo paint for like 300 quid. I didn't buy them. Yeah, that's a nice looking gun as well, nice modern looking gun. Peugeots, I'm sure they're adding crossbows as well to the licensing law in Scotland. I imagine they will, and they'll do that here as well. Then said, I like the look of that DIAC. Then said, by the way, Mike, that wasn't a suggestion that you should get your junk out and wave it around on the screen to get more subs. That ain't happening, I tell you. I don't want subs that badly. I don't want them kind of subs. Oh, shit. I just deleted your comment there, Hayton. I'll read it out. Hayton said, unrelated question. Have you ever tried DMT? No, you can't really get that here easily, I don't think. Or if you can, I've never been offered it. I've not done shit like that for years, but when I used to do like weird stuff, that was years and years and years and years ago. And I definitely would have. I'm not really interested in a lot of stuff now. My brain's fucked now for shit like that. And I'll be honest with you, I was thinking about last night, a lot of drugs, apart from booze, I actually find quite boring when I do them. They don't do what I want them to do, if you know what I mean, but only booze does. Cheapest shotgun is 175 quid, yeah. Well, I suppose it would be worth it then, sort of thing. Being said, all right, no worries. I only do a gun that you can sell for a huge profit, even after you would only do, like the Chinese bullpup you have. That way, if you hit hard times, you can sell it. That's it. It does turn out then, if I did do that, I could still make, 250 quid on it, but SRS Power, you right, Sam? Liam, you right? What do farmers feed horses? Hay. Tim, you right? Oh, I might wake up a bit after I've had my coffee. I was suddenly feeling like fucking like I'm falling asleep. Then I said to Peugeot, you up here, mate? Hope crossbows ain't added to the licence laws, nightmare. Peugeot said, what happened on the drunk chat stays in the drunk chat. That's it. But being it said, I haven't heard from JBO, Bushcraft. Anyone else? It's been over 2 weeks since the last one. He was on here last night. Bing. Yeah, you missed him. He was on last night. As I've said, different people react differently to different drugs. Yeah, they don't seem to get on with me. I've tried loads of shit, and in all honesty, most of the stuff I used to try it and think, nah, don't do it for me. The only ones I've ever done on a regular, long basis was marijuana and booze. Because booze isn't a drug, but I class it as a drug, and I take it like a drug. I don't drink for you know, when I drink, it's the same as taking a drug to me. That's how I do it. Yeah, but you know what I mean, Liam. It is a drug, but it's, you know, if you said to the majority of people, they would say they don't class it as a drug. Well, I you know, it is a drug. But you know what I mean. In the eyes of like the law, or even most people, if you ask them, I drink booze like it's a drug, like I'm taking a drug. I'm Mouse Martins. I don't know why we can't have firing ranges here for the laser activity. Who knows, mate? Weird, isn't it? We can either. I don't think it's just not common. I found out there's one near me, but I don't know what you could actually shoot there, or if you could take your own stuff. Remember, I said they used to use meth to treat narcolepsy and lots of attention problems. Nowadays, I wouldn't fuck a lot of shit. I wouldn't even want to touch because it's, I don't know. It's different now. There's a lot of sort of more weird artificial shit going about, and also I don't trust the people. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but no, I never even get the option for anything like that. So things that are bollocks, all right, then at least he's well. I had a bad night with my little one, so I took a miss on this thing. No, I hope he's, you know, I hope they're all right. Bing, sorry, I'm really fucking tired. I'm struggling to fucking talk properly. I'm not tired though. This is the weird thing. I don't know. I think it's because I just ate. I've gone all like foggy headed. Something's going on. Yeah, I'm getting massive interference in my fucking brain, I think, Bing. Liam said I drink as if it's a drug. Too, it's addictive. Yeah, I was that close last night to getting pissed out my face, because that's the other thing. When I do drink, I drink until I can't drink anymore. But luckily, it was about 2:30 in the morning, and I thought, oh, I'll just fucking go to bed, so I just did, and it was all right. I'm sure he might be on tonight. He seems to come on quite late, Bing, JBO. Orange, right, mate? Yeah, weapons. That's always on my It's on every single. It's probably been on 99% of my streams. And the only ones he wasn't on because he was either ill or had to go out. Same as when I'm on his all the time. Zed said to Iron Man, we do our firing ranges. There's one near me. They make a hell of a row sometimes. There's a beautiful scenery up there, Leonard, and I'm assuming rabbit hunting is awesome there. Yeah, caffeine is a drug, Len, 100%, isn't it? And Liam said, technically the most abused one. Iron Man said, I prefer not to drink if it's just a couple. I need to get pissed when I start. Yeah, if the option was, Iron Man, if someone said, I've got 4 cans of beer, do you want one? I'd rather say no, because if I have one of them, I'll want to carry on, and it'll drive me out the wall to the degree where I'd have to go and try and get booze. Because I used to have that so badly that we used to smash the window to our local budgeons and go in. I've been convicted of this, so I can actually admit this one. We would get so desperate for booze, we would get a brick, chuck it through Budgeon's window, run in, grab as much booze as we could, and run out, and then run to the woods. That's how desperate I used to get for booze. That's what I mean. That's like being like a fucking heroin addict. Yeah, doing smash and grabs for booze, for bottles of cider. That's how badly I've been in my life. Yeah. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it, really? Yeah, no other things ever got me like that. You know, that's my full on thing. My raison d'etre. That's your reason to live, in it. Right, where am I? I'm waking up a bit now. Oh man, I've read that one, didn't I? Burgess said, Mike, the best cure for being tired, shitty feeling, a hearty handshake, and a swift kick in the testicles. Yes, I think that would work. Definitely. I'll stand off camera and you'll hear this in a minute. Slapping himself around the face. That works. Actually does. I do that sometimes. It does wake you up. Preston, right, mate? Thank you, Neil, for the links. Yeah, don't forget to check out Twitch. Yeah, it was a smash and grab, really. But I was actually convicted of that, so I can admit that one. Being said, I only drink on Christmas or special occasions. Used to drink as soon as I woke up. Posed at 2 p.m. and my mates used to wind up this bouncer at Tesco's. This was 6 years ago now. Not into drinking now. I imagine I cannot stomach cider these days. Gives me bad gut. Yeah, everything gives me fucking terrible hangovers now. Yeah, I can drink anything. Being said, can't drink vodka, get aggressive, but anything else. No booze makes me aggressive now. Jumble Sabu, right, Riggs. Oh man, sometimes I get so tired, cannot sleep, weird feeling like I'm going to die. So, Richard, I don't drink or smoke. They would hinder my goal at being the strongest version of myself I can be. Nice one, Rich. Yeah, best thing to do. Oh, I would if I could give a young person advice, it would be to definitely never smoke. Drinking's a different one though, because some people can drink and never ever have a problem with it. You know, and others like me, I've pretty much been addicted to booze since the first time I ever drunk. So Joe said it's not worth the hangover I get now. No, I get like 3-day fucking hangovers. Being said, lived off Strongbow till I reached 2021. And all it done was make me feel shitty every morning. Yeah, exactly, Bing. Person said, I'm 17 and started smoking. Although I would say, I don't, like, if people do smoke, don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But, you know, I know there is something wrong with it. You know what I mean? It does make you, it shortens your life, basically, if you want to put it the most simple way. But I don't care if people smoke. But I would always try to say to someone, don't start smoking, purely because I know how hard it is to stop. That's what I meant there. You know, everyone in my family fucking smokes, and you know I don't give a shit. But I would prefer if they didn't smoke for their health. You know, and I know how hard it is to stop. Iron Man said smoking is worse than alcohol. Yeah, I think it is. You know, again, it all depends how much you do these things, isn't it? You know, glass of wine, one glass of wine a night is supposed to be good for you, isn't it? 3 bottles of wine a night. You know, from 27 units of booze a night, which is more than your weekly allowance, probably shortening your life by about fucking 30 years. Leonard said the rich. That's the way I feel, mate. Like to be aware and on the ball. And I'm addicted to chocolate and crisps. I think I've got a bit of a food addiction, you know. Hey, Chen, smoking weed is far more addictive because no hangover, and it's probably more sociably acceptable than alcohol now. Yeah, marijuana, weed's a weird one. It all depends. Especially, I know with the younger generation now, they don't even class it as a drug. Apart from the varying scientific studies where alcohol yo-yos from being good and bad. Yeah, that is true though, Liam. Yeah, it does. Good, bad, good, bad. Iron Man said, my dad's smoking way too much. Is it your dad? My dad smokes way too much. He has COPD, now irreversible lung damage. His lungs function 30%. Now, sorry to hear that, Iron Man. Being said, the only thing I'm glad was I quit smoking when I did. About £10 a pack now, ain't it? I stopped when I was around £7 for something. Yeah, it's fucking horrendous now. I think if you buy B&H Bing, they're like 12 quid for 20. Jumbo Sabo said vape smoking seems to be killing off people in the US at the moment. This press is to believe. Yeah, that I don't know. I never really know whether to believe that kind of stuff or not. Rocket, right, mate? Joe, exactly. Yeah, everything in moderation and moderation and everything. Yeah, 100% agree with you there. And that's true. Most things in moderation are fine for you. Once I've said to Jumble Sabu, someone at work kept saying that to me when I was vaping, but he didn't give me any more info. I'll be honest with you, Liam, I don't, a lot of the stuff about vaping, I think it's sort of scaremongering stuff. You know, again, it's like with everything, it's in moderation, isn't it? But and it's not been around long enough, but it's even if vaping did a little bit of bad for you, it's in no way going to compare to what smoking does to you. I think it's scaremongering. People just don't like it. It might even be tobacco companies. Who knows? Not saying anyone's right or wrong here anyway, actually saying that, but you know what I mean? It's just from the stuff I'd heard, I don't trust it. It seems dodgy to me, the way they come out with this stuff for no reason sort of thing, where obviously we know, you know, it's not, I'm not saying vaping definitely doesn't do anything to you. It's not been around long enough to know, whereas smoking has been around for fucking thousands of fucking years, and we know it gives you fucking cancer. If it don't give you cancer, it shortens your fucking life by, you know, quite a lot. Because it does affect your lungs eventually. Because anything breathing in shit constantly into your lungs is. When I said, yeah, just found one of the articles. You're right, scaremongering. The small print is they were buying weed, THC liquids from dealers. I think so. Scaremongering when it comes to vaping. They aren't getting the tax they do off of cigarettes. That's it, Bing. They are good. Yeah. Tactical, you're right, mate. Sorry I missed you. But yeah, you know, who knows? I'm not saying anyone's wrong or right there, but it just seems suspect to me the way they do it. Because I've never seen a legitimate thing where anyone's ever said they you know, I know the popcorn lung thing, but that's not from a normal vape thing. That's not a little vape thing. That's them ones where you ever seen someone with the vape mod things where they've got shitloads of glycerine in it, basically, and they can blow out masses of whatever it is, you know, it's smoke. But that's the kind of shit that would give you a popcorn lung, not the one like what my brother uses, where he breathes out nothing. You don't even see anything. Yeah, the cloud blowers. Oh, and from dangerous additives as well. I was going to say, it's not from the little fucking ones that you just take a little drag route and nothing even comes out. Then I said, stick to the magic mushrooms like organic. Fuck's sake. Just laughing at a troll there. How fucking pathetic they can be. But thank you, Mods, for getting to him before I even saw it. Evans, I've said it's like the difference between store-bought alcohol and home distilling. Exactly. Yeah, you're very right there. What's everyone been doing today? I did the shooting competition. I'll upload that after this. Tim's not on, is he, Timbo 66? It was myself versus Timbo 66 today. Quite a good one. Now, you'll like this. You'll like the video, I reckon. Timbo 66 wore his t-shirt for his shooting competition. So if anyone who hasn't joined the shooting competition yet wears one of my merchandise, put the exclamation mark merch thing on for me, you get some extra points. Yeah, I gave Tim an extra 5 points for that. Iron Man said there's a local crackhead near me and he coughs and pukes up blood from lung damage. Hey, anyone heard of the Meat Puppets? Been listening to them non-stop. No, I've not. Well, no, saying that I have heard of them, but I've not I was listening to some music last night. I don't listen to a lot of music, and sometimes I get the ads. I used to listen to music every single day. I'll tell you what I've been tempted to do. I don't know if I'd do it. I'd probably have to, cheers, Zed, by the way. I'd probably have to do it on Twitch or something because of the copyright issues. I wouldn't mind doing a music stream where each person recommends a song and then we listen to it and then we say whether we liked it or not. Then it would go to the next person. They would say a song and we'd listen to that. You know what I mean? Introduce people to new music, because I think it's always good to find new music, because there's so many fucking musicians out there that you've never heard of that are really fucking good, and unless someone tells you, you never know them, you know. And all of the back catalogues of music that you've never heard. Rocket said Kurt Cobain had a massive fan, was a massive fan of the Meat Puppets. I can't talk to them. Angel said they apparently inspired Nirvana and the Pixies. I said the boys are back in town. Yeah, that's a good song. Nelsie's have a listen later. Then said music stream time. To me, I thought that sounded all right. Yeah, it'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? You know, people get to share a bit like the film club. I get to share the films I think you lot would like. We can all share music. I don't know if I'd ever do it. It was just something that came into my head while I was listening to music. Because I like finding new music, but it's hard. It's hard to find new music because what the fuck do you look for? Because when I say new music, I mean old music, you know, music I've not heard. Because the problem is, a lot of people can't recommend music to you because they don't know what you like. Because you know, you may like a certain band, but you might not like them for the same reason someone else might think you do. That makes sense? Now, said, yeah, that'd be a good one, Mike. Maybe one night when I do look at Wendy House one, we'll do that. I'll get something else, or we could listen to it on my phone or something. Like, because I would have the music playing down the stream so everyone could hear it. Joe said you could always do a reaction video and get some headphones and listen to the song on a live stream. Yeah, but you know what a reaction video, me listening to music would be, don't you? This. I think that would be fucking. You want to kill yourself after 5 minutes. Fuck's sake. Go on, look. Gonna make me have to go and translate it. Someone. That's what I do on Liam's. Quick, go and translate it. That's the thing with someone said about doing reactions to films. That unless there was jumpy bits on, that's all the reaction you'd get. Yeah, for the net froze. Is it? Go and do a little bit of translation for me. I'll do it. Copy. Google Translate. She said, gun behind. Yes, there are guns behind me. To my Korean friend, hello. Yes, that is guns behind me. Do you like guns? Chinese ran at English, please. Tim said, I'm a big Muse fan. I was listening to a bit of Pearl Jam last night. Just one of their songs. Yeah, that's it, Pete. Yeah, you got it as well. I've never listened to any of their other music apart from one song, The Fixer. Quite like that. Joe said, I just pissed myself up this strange stream. The dude PX, right, mate, said, I smoke cigars every few months. Ain't going to kill me. If you smoke a cigar every few months, have a sausage pie every morning. Yeah, or have a sausage pie every morning. Cut down on the pies first. Exactly, that's it. That's it, mate. I agree with you there. Yeah, cigars in moderation don't do nothing to you. Krylon, you're right, mate. So we're all born, and as a result, we will all die. It's going to happen. So have fun. You never know. Almost died earlier this year. I was in hospital for 4 days and in bed for 3 weeks. Yeah, again, you're right there. It is, I think the reason I don't drink or smoke is the plastic tough guys I used to know did. Tried my best to not be like them. Yeah, that's a good point, Rich. That's a Wontley's eyes move that I realised. Now, damage shit. Do you like them, HN? I've never really got into them, but the song I listened to, The Fixer, I love that song. I think it's great. Being said, reminds me of Ali G. Money, money, me. Money, money, mo. Yes, I'll get some. Was that? Yes, I'll get you some crayons. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen. If that's from the film, I don't think I've ever seen it. Tactical said, "It is me, by the way. Just using my tablet tonight." Oh, what? Because of a different name? Yeah, no, I thought it was. SPC, many guns. Yes, May guns, yes. Hi, man. You buy me a Barry Manilow t-shirt and I wear it, mate. It's this one for now, though. I ain't got a Barry. Fuck, I can't fucking talk. I haven't got a Barry Manilow t-shirt, though, Iron Man. No, not on tonight. Then I don't think Marcus. Don't look like it anyway. He might be on. He seems to be coming on later. Did he say he was doing anything? Anyone else? Hey, Jen, I'll have to check that out because I have noticed normally if you like a song, if the whole rest of the album's like that, you'll like the rest of the album. Dude, yeah, smoke a cigar. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, smoke a cigar every few months. Cut down on the pies first, not the fucking thing. I did used to love a bit of Ali G. It was a fucking good program, that was. Cron said, now people say they're here for a good time, not a long time. Zed said to Croydon, you die if you want to, I'm immortal. Well, so far anyway. Rocket said, life is for living. You're a long time dead. But yeah, I agree with all that, as long as you don't go to total fucking excess and like die like my mate Twitchin, who died at the age of 26 from a heroin overdose. Do you know what I mean? You know, you do want to live your life, just don't fucking live it too fucking quick. When's the new Rambo out? Soon, I think. A couple of days, possibly. Oh, is he on holiday? Is he now? Pete said, I only have a few bands. Slipknot. Fuck, I cannot fucking talk. An Avatar one. That's it, I think. Richard, I don't have any music recommendations. You would probably laugh at some of the music I listen to. Yeah, but I think that as well, Rich. I listen to very, very weird and unusual stuff. I'm not saying you listen to weird stuff, but I listen to some very weird, unusual things. Music is a very, like, you know, people's taste in music can be very fucking bizarre, eclectic. You know, mine is. I listen to stuff that people definitely wouldn't think I would listen to. I imagine Calhoun Stallone is making Rocky 9 soon. Yeah, Radiohead I like. Never bought any of their albums, but I do like Radiohead. Nirvana, never listened to. Tenacious D, I've heard a couple of them, do like as well. Dude Pietro, have you seen the 3 John Wick films? They're proper awesome movies. I've watched 3/4 of the first one while I was hungover and it was on the telly over Christmas and I loved it. I didn't see the end though. Yeah, and I do want to watch all of those. What I might do is one day get them all, watch them all, you know, one after the other. Radiohead's Doctors based, are they? Nice. Yeah, but I quite like Radiohead. Marilyn Manson songs are in John Wick, are they, Pitch? Yeah, Marilyn Manson songs are alright. You know, some of them. Come on, get liking. Yeah, if you want to get them liking, do this. If that's right. Jimi Hendrix, there's a couple of Jimi Hendrix songs I like. God, I need to fucking wake up. I don't know why I'm tired. I fucking got up late. Yeah, Game of Thrones. I've got the fucking whole lot here. Then that's coming soon. I ain't got the whole lot, but there's a bit of Game of Thrones and a bit of Deadwood there. I'll start them soon, Len, definitely. Oh, I fucking need a piss already. Van Morrison, Brown Eyed Girl. Yeah, I know that song. Van Morrison's one of those where I don't know. Like, I must know their songs, his songs, whatever. But I couldn't tell you any of them. But I must know them. Yeah, no, I ain't seen it yet. I will do soon, Len, definitely. Hey, Chan, did you ever watch Requiem for a Dream? No, I ain't. Oh, that's something I will watch eventually. Just I ain't got round to it yet. Because I've started streaming games, pretty much the time when I'd be watching films, I'm playing games now. So I'm not really watching a lot of films. I watched, for fuck's sake, I watched a fucking film the other night. I can't even remember what it was now. Oh, no, I don't think I did. I think I was going to watch a film. And then I didn't. I think the last film I watched was a film called I Am Mother, which is a Netflix original. It's actually quite good. I quite enjoyed it. The Netflix stuff's quite good because they've got they're starting to get quite decent fucking budgets now. Well, they may have always, but the Netflix films have some decent budgets on. The next film in the film club is The Book of Eli. And then after that, I think it's going to be a UK gangster film. Not seen the original Jackal yet. Yeah, I think Narcos I'll get round to eventually. I ain't got Netflix now, and I've done the 30-day thing. I think you got to change your fucking credit card details if you want to do another one, or you just have to do a different email. I said I like movies with an excellent story and a bit of action. Yeah, sounds good to me. Yeah, I like anything, as you can tell from my fucking as long as it's a good film, you know. I'm not massively into action films, you know, like solid action films. I don't know what to describe, but like a solid action kind of film. There's a lot of like Jason Statham kind of films. I like Jason Statham, but I'm not really into like pure action films. Not modern ones anyway. Yeah, Clockwork Orange is good. That'll come up on the film club one day, and I'll dress up as fucking Alex DeLarge. Or one of them. Glow in the Dark. What? Glow in the Dark funeral director bus driver. For fuck's sake, you made me laugh. I had to check that. For fuck's sake. That made me like. Sake. Yeah, all right, much I'm a bit late. Change job Thursday day. You ain't really, are you? Fucking hell. Well, good luck with that anyway. I don't like cheesy Vin Diesel films, and I hate Fast and Furious. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I don't like. Iron Man. Richard said, what I dislike about most music is the male singers are tenors or sometimes baritones singing up in the tenor range. I would have a discussion with you about that, Rich, but that flies straight over my head, sadly. You know me, I think I'm slightly tone deaf, so I can't even tell. What does Morrissey sing in? Then said not into porn with plots. Hey, that's all right. Can't do that on the film club though. The Revenant, yes, that's something I've been highly recommended and do want to watch soon. Bing said Fast and the Furious was good right up to Tokyo Drift. Then it's all action and really came away. Yeah, they stopped even bothering the cars, didn't they, Bing? I don't actually know because I've never watched any of them, so I'm not really into cars either. But I have heard that they're more action films now rather than what they used to be. Glow in the Dark said, yeah, it seemed a bit morbid, but it's a job, mate. No, that's all good, mate. It surprised me. Like, I hadn't even looked. I saw Glow in the Dark and I knew it was you. I hadn't read your name. And when I did, my eyes nearly fucking popped out. Well, good for you, mate. I hope that goes well. Are you doing both then? Or right, let's have a look at that quickly, Peach. No, yeah. There's a lot of fucking Clockwork Orange stuff on there. I think I'd just do is put the fucking eye makeup on, get myself a fucking Aussie got bowler hat. Whatever's easiest. Then I would love to direct a film. I would actually, if I sort of won the lottery, I'd like to do a film and also go to go to film school for a bit, learn it properly. I think I've got some brilliant ideas for films. Stuff that hasn't been done, as far as I'm aware. Glow in the Dark said part-time on the bus is full-time funeral director. Very bizarre. You do like the unusual jobs, don't you? That said, whatever, I never typed the letter B. Oh yeah, letter B. Didn't even notice that. Oh, that's right. Arclatex Home Savage, you right, mate? You should have any of you guys tried Conor McGregor's whiskey? I heard it sucks, but I never tried it. No, it's probably too expensive for me. Most expensive whiskey I can afford is Teacher's whiskey, which tastes like fucking piss. Do they even make Teacher's whiskey anymore? Yeah, a bit of guideline. That's it, Peach. That's it. That's all it is. Leonard said, "Think you would be great behind the camera." Like, dude, then I'd love to. That'd be one of my dreams to do that. Yeah, and I'd also, if I did win a lot of money, I wouldn't. There's a couple of people who have made TV shows that I would offer them £1 million. If I won a lot of money, I'd be tempted to offer certain people who have made TV shows £1 million to do another series. Fund it, Darth Vader's Dark Place Series 2. I would give Matt Holness £1 million to make that. Tito's Vodka. Nice. Let's look into that. Iron Man said, I could make a good film. It would be called The Door. What, to go with The Room? You ever seen The Room? It's called The Room, isn't it? Tommy Wiseau. Yeah, I'd be you not could be the cast. Yes, there's at least one person in the Scream who does who is in films and that. Zed said to Glow in the Dark. Feels a bit weird making a living out of people dying at first, doesn't it? Fuck's sake. What I said? Heard of Neil Breen, Mike? He's even worse than Tommy Wiseau. No, I've never heard of him. You'll have to message me that and I'll look it up. So yeah, Tommy fucking Wiseau's insane, isn't he? What's his fucking TV show he made? The Neighbours, isn't it? Absolutely fucking terrible. But he claims it's all like deliberate. It fucking ain't. He's just got too much money for his own fucking good. Makes these TV shows and films that are fucking abysmal. But they are literally so bad they're good. Not because some films are so bad they're bad. His is actually genuinely, it's got to be seen to be fucking believed. Ten Cloverfield Lane. You know what, HN? All of the Cloverfield films, I've really liked all of them. The first one I liked because I like found footage films anyway. Second one, that one, yeah. And what's the last one? Cloverfield Paradox, I think it's called. I thought that was the best of all of them personally. But then that's my kind of film, that's proper sci-fi, that one. Grand Dark said, yeah, mate. My mate told me I'm a spooky bastard. Sabu said it ain't easy being a funeral director. There's a lot of stiff competition. Oh, I missed Iron Man's comment. He said The Door, the movie's so sick it made Tarantino puke. Savage said, I wonder what Tarantino is on. He has to be on some kind of drugs. He has to be. Every time I watch him, interviews, he seems tweaked, dead eyes. Tarantino's quite a bizarre person. He's proper weird, isn't he? I don't think he should be in his films, though. He's a terrible actor. But then I would do the fucking same, though. If I was a fucking director, I'd be in every single film I fucking made. Definitely. Glenn Dart said, Jumble Taboo, just busy. Haven't been on. Haven't been on, but been on Liam's channel a few times. Hayden said, Cloverfield Paradox is my least favourite, but all okay. Yeah, I think because the weird thing is with the Cloverfield films, they're all completely different, aren't they? Neither is like the other, like the last one. I don't know what it was about that one. It was because I like proper sci-fi like that. Iron Man said Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, I love the Nightmare on Elm Street films, Iron Man. Weirdly, I was thinking about them the other day. Glow in the Dark, I've not got round to watching Blake 7, but 100% I'm going to definitely watch those one day. I'm quite looking forward to that when I get around to it. Bing said they all link up to, if you watch the first Cloverfield. Yeah, well, it is a continued story, isn't it? Yeah, they all link up to the first Cloverfield paradox. At the same time the alien drops, it happens. Yeah, that's it. But they're, you know what I mean? Like, one's a found footage, one's a sort of stuck underground type bunker film, and then the other one's pure space time travel sci-fi, isn't it? None of them are like the last one, but all connected, as you say. Rocket said, does anyone remember the series V? Yes, I've never seen that properly though, again, but that's something I do want to watch. Isn't there like an original and a remake? Yeah, Tarantino's foot fetish. Yeah, he's a bizarre freak show, isn't he? Carl, right, mate? Carl's on. Right, while you're on, Carl is doing a fundraiser for soldiers with PTSD and other stuff, you know, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to share his link again now if I can find it. Good job you come on, Carl. Keep bloody forgetting. I only remembered last night because we were talking about you. And then I'll tell you what, I was talking, I can't remember what it was. Something reminded me last night anyway. But yeah, Carl's doing his walk on Hadrian's Wall, isn't it? Walk along Hadrian's Wall. So we are. Check this out. Get fucking get donating. I've shared it. No, I won't. I was going to say something then. I was going to insult you all then, but I thought, no, better not. Not a nice thing to do. Oh, he's written it there, Carl. He said, hi, Mike. Thanks for spreading the word about my Hadrian's Wall walk. You're a star, mate. Now, you're welcome, Carl. I read that before if I can start going on myself. But yes, you're welcome, Carl. There you are. Glow in the Dark's going to put a donation on. Good on you, mate. Cheers, Chris. Iron Man said, Mike, have you ever seen a film you like but it leaves you wanting more? So you watch it over and over. Yes, definitely. Yeah. I can't tell you specific things though, but I have had ones like that. And I've also had films where you watch them and yeah, you're sort of, you have after effects from watching that film for days almost. Yeah, I have that. Yeah. Can't remember what the last one was. Richard said, there are voice types, Mike, bass, baritone, tenor, countertenor. Yeah, I know of them, but I couldn't. If you said this is that, I wouldn't be able to tell. Like I know bass is deep, but that's about it. Dumb Sarbush, Freddy Krueger's missus just had a baby. She's threatening to divorce her, as he reckons the baby looks nothing like him. Gunner, you all right, mate? Zed said to now, Avon was an evil bastard, really. I really liked that character. And Servalan was sex on legs. That's Blake 7 in it, whatever. Didn't she die recently? The bird everyone fancied. Savage said, Mike, have you ever made a pair of blacksmith tongs? I'm thinking that's going to be my next project. Wonder if you've got a video. No, you know what? I've never done that because I've never done any blacksmithing yet. I know, sadly, I won't have anything like that on my channel. One day I'd like to, though. I think Carl, you're out tonight, and yes, that may have been a flying visit. He may have just been popping in to say hello and off again. Someone at him, and you'll see if he's still on. So let me do at. Yeah, he's not on now. Oh no, it's not that. Anyway, CW, isn't it? I know he is on. Yeah, all right. I keep putting your old name in, Carl. Okay, I was trying to put Carl's Countryside in. He is still on, yeah. Crowley said, has anyone else seen the Slingshot Town's new video? Scorpion crossbow with magazine. We was on about that last night, I think. I've not watched it yet, Crylon, but as with George's stuff, all of his stuff's good. It's just a bit dear when he sells it, because obviously they can't do it cheap at first, I suppose, can they? Dumpstar Boo said, I once watched a porno of a dwarf woman in it, and I wanted more. So, Rockets, they live. Makes you think a lot, especially in this day. Yeah, I'll have to do that in the film club. I love a bit of John Carpenter. Carl, so too many ex-forces get out and feel betrayed by the government and lose their job, wife, etc. Unfortunately, decide to take their own lives. This is to raise awareness. Good on you, Carl. And thank you for doing it, mate. Yeah, you know me. I'll always share it. If you want something shared, feel free to ask. I'm 100% there. If I can get a bit of a reach out more because I've got a bit more followers, I'm 100% willing to do that. I wish it used to be like it used to be, though, Carl. If YouTube used to be like it used to be, I could have got it out to a hell of a lot more people. They're weird now. Everything I share, YouTube then only shares it to a certain amount, even though it should go to all of my subscribers. They probably send it to like 1% of them, sadly. You know what I mean? But I'll always try and help things out like that. Savage said, I'm just getting into it, and it requires a lot of money, I'm finding out. I need a bandsaw and a drill press. Yeah, Richard Bowman, he was doing a lot of blacksmithing and that, and he's getting to the stage now where he's probably not going to bother anymore. And he made some lovely things. I don't know if you've seen them. Perdio said, not going to lie, I've watched and enjoyed all the Star Wars movies. I'd rather watch a Star Wars film over the modern watch any Star Wars film over most modern trilogies. I love the Star Wars films. Where are they? I've got them anyway. Apart from the 4 new ones, which I would watch, I've just not got around to it. I love the Star Wars films. No spoilers, anyone. Even it's still too soon. John, you right, mate? Glow in the dark. He said, I bought a new shotgun yesterday on impulse. So if anyone wants a Franti Hunter 5 shot on FAC, let me know. Bought a Benelli 8 shot. Glow in the dark, did you ever buy a yeah, no still too soon. What was I gonna say? Did you ever buy a crossbow in the end, Chris? Richard said you can forge blacksmith tongs from rebar. I've done 2 pairs like that. Carl said blokes are just too proud to talk to mates. Yeah. So we say pick up the phone. I understand you there, Carl. People are like that. They don't want to say, do they? And yeah, and that's all it would take. Yeah, get them to have a chat with someone, and if someone knows, they can look out for them, can't they? It's a shame. Simon said, if you guys like films, are any of you B movie horror fans? I'm a huge Evil Dead fan. I'll tell you what, look at this, what I've got. If I can find it. Please don't make my fucking thing go off. Wait a minute, I'll show you something, how much I like Evil Dead. And this isn't even this isn't even my single copy. That's how much I like Evil Dead. I fucking love it. I'm a massive fan of Evil Dead. Savage. I'll call you Savage. It's easier than Architects of Homer, because I can't ever. It all feels weird saying that. I can struggle to get it out. Yeah, I've got 2 DVD versions of Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, and Ash vs Evil Dead's really good as well. That's good, isn't it, Bing? Yeah, yeah. That's good. Yeah, that's yeah, good cover, isn't it? Okay, sorry. Oh, where am I? I imagined I would have 1 million subs with my channel. It's back in 2005. I'm pretty UK daddy. Right. My man said blokes don't talk, we drink and fight. Roddy Pipe said in an interview in a couple of times that They Live was a documentary and low budget, and behold, a couple of weeks later he was dead. Not to say I didn't know that, but yeah. Glow in the Dark said, yeah, I did buy a crossbow. I haven't had a chance to use it yet. Totally true, Carl. Pick up the phone. Oh, so you did get one then, yeah. Hayton, got a theory. The elites say it's special effects in films. They actually show us snuff films, and we got Programmed to Kill or something, maybe. Just a thought. I like things like that, Hayton, yeah. Who knows? Glow in the Dark said, did anyone watch Human Caterpillar? I thought it was Human Caterpillar or Human Centipede. I've seen all of the Human Centipede films. They just get weirder and weirder and worse and worse. I actually thought the second one was the best of that. Carl said, loved The Evil Dead. Was a bit scared to start, then see the comedy. Yeah, they're very funny, aren't they, Carl? Yeah, I love them. I love the Evil Dead films. Fucking nose is itching. Savage said they remade the fight scenes in Henrietta and Ash in the new Ash vs Evil Dead. It's badass. They're brilliant, isn't it? Yeah. Bing, yeah, I like Wreck. That was good. I've not watched. What's the original? What's the remake? Wreck's the original, isn't it? And it's Quarantine was the remake, wasn't it? I've seen both of them, and I think the only one I've not seen is possibly 4, Wreck 4, which is the one at the wedding, isn't it? And it's not found footage. Yeah. Or it begins found footage, don't it? And it changes or something, don't it? But yeah, I like them. I'm a massive fan of found footage films. Some of my favourite genres of films are found footage and time travel, for the more niche kind of stuff. So time travel, found footage film. Kyle, Cobb, is it? You're right, mate. He said, change my name to my real name so you can call me Carl. Nice one, Carl. Yeah, it's a bit easier, really. Yeah, fuck. Skinny jeans. I won't wear skinny jeans anyway, even if I wanted to, Iron Man, and I don't. Peach just donated. Good on you, Peach. Ninja Rabbi said, I wish a good YouTube alternative would come up. Wasn't primarily filled with nasties and crazy people. Yeah, some of the other fucking places you can go on are mad, aren't they? Oh, Rec 3 is the one at the wedding. Rec 4 isn't half footage either. I've not seen 3 or 4 then, because the last one I haven't watched was 3. Savage said, I wish they would make another Evil Dead video game. I'd buy the shit out of a remastered version of Fistful of Boomstick. I think that's the one. I've played one of them on the PlayStation 2, and I quite enjoyed that. Hostiles. No, I've not seen that, HN. That sounds quite good. Yeah, Cannibal Holocaust, seen that. Grand Dark said, have you ever watched Stuart Ashton's channel? He made a low-budget film. Yes, I've seen his film. Search for the Game Child, is it? Is it that one? They've made another one, haven't they? But you can't watch it for free. I think you have to buy it because they had to fund it a different way. Search for the Game Child in it or something like that. Because they're looking for a console Game Boy, basically, isn't it? Yeah, I've seen Ashton's film. I quite like that. You ever watched it, Liam? I know you watch Ashton's stuff, don't you? Yes, Warwick Davis was in it. I remember Robert Llewellyn was in it. Mate, he plays Crichton. Yeah, BitChute's all right, isn't it? I'm on BitChute. Richard Wire, man, I can't get my monster legs to fit in trousers. Fit in loose trousers. I have to get 38-inch waist. Loose fit trousers. My waist is only 34 inches. Skinny jeans are scientifically impossible for me. Next week's film club is Book of Eli. Well, I never got around to watching the Ashton's films. No idea why. It's all right. It's worth watching. It's definitely worth watching. It's pretty much what you'd expect from it. Lots of references to other films, some good original stuff. Yeah, it's good. Necromantic, I've watched one of them. I think I watched the second one. That is proper weird, yeah. Less said about that, the better. Carl said, "I will video the 3 days of my walk. It'll be awesome." Yeah, nice one, Carl. Definitely. I'll share that for you. Said, Mike, do you think 10 armed men with muskets could beat 10 men armed with 9mm Glocks? What's the distance between them? You tell me the distance between them. I probably could, though. All depends who's quicker and who's better trained. You know what I mean? It's whoever gets the first shots out, really, isn't it? Well, the thing is, the Glock are always going to have the advantage because if they miss, they've got more bullets. You know what I mean? The muskets are going to have one, and then they got to reload, don't they? Probably the Glock lot. I don't know. I'd say 100 meters. Yeah, I don't know now. They could run them down. They couldn't, the people with the Glocks. Zed says you should have evil aliens. I'll probably do that one day, Zed. I've got that on DVD as well. Bing said, "Thanks, Iron Man, for recommending book for Eli." More like pestered me. Nah, joking. Architect Homer Savage, he said, "Bruce Campbell has another great movie." Yeah, Bubba Hotep, I got that one as well. I'm a big fan of Bruce Campbell, in all honesty. Yeah, he plays Elvis Presley, who faked his death, and he's now in a nursing home and has to fight an evil mummy. Yeah, and he's in the nursing home with JFK, isn't he? Except JFK is now black, but I think he was disguised as well. Yeah, I love it. What's the old bloke's name who plays JFK? It's Ozzy something, isn't it? Ozzy Davis, is it possibly? Donna, I ain't seen you on for a while. You right? Actually, how's your brother? I ain't seen him on for a while either. I know he changed his name again, didn't he? Or is he on now? And I bloody just missed him. Not realised. Changed his name. Is his proper name on here now, isn't it? I've seen the first Phantasm film, Pergio, and I do want to watch more though. I said, "More if you're going, is there, Carl?" Yeah, it'd be brilliant. Yeah, I bet people will love that. I'll share it on all my stuff for you when you do. Just let me know. Grandad said, "Best thing to do with a musket is to hit them over the head with it." That's it. Savage said, "I can shoot my Glock at 50 yards. Yeah, they've got more bullets. So once the musketers have shot theirs, if you didn't get killed, even if there was just one bloke with a Glock left, he could run at them while they're reloading, shoot them all. So all depends, don't it? It's one of those things. It would all come down to the day, I reckon. I like ones like that where you can't really, it would all come down to pressure, because potentially that match could be the blokes with the muskets to shoot all the ones with the Glocks dead, end of it. But if one of them misses, that one Glock bloke could run them down while they're reloading, shoot them from a distance. Glow in the dark. So I carried a Glock 17 with one up the spout for about 9 years. Shitly made gun, but reliable as fuck. Yeah. What am I doing? Booster. I accidentally dropped a battery-powered handheld cooling device in my lap the other day. I ended up with a Phantasm. So, okay. Do you know what? The Dirty Harry films, I've never watched them. Well, I have, but not properly. It all depends on the engagement range, the number of guys, modern. Yeah, that's it. It's something you can't really 100% say. I need to go to the toilet quickly. Oh, I left loads of fucking colour. Yes, proof I'm washing my hands since you all fucking bastards always mention it. That's a bit of a soapy water in a spray thing. Right, where am I? Pergio says, Sharp. Now, there was a great programme. Something else I've not watched, but I want to one day. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Clint Eastwood, actually. I love all this stuff. Carl said the old 9mm Browning was a good pistol. Out of service now, but I liked it. Yeah, I've always liked the look of that one, Carl. Must be a very good gun as well, wasn't it? I know Liam likes them. As I said, the first two Dirty Harry films were great, but it went downhill after that. How many are there? The thing with, because I like Clint Eastwood's westerns and that, I've never got around to watching the Dirty Harry films. Not properly, anyway. If I watch them, I probably have seen most of them while they was on the telly. Glow in the Dark, said Carl. Yeah, Browning was a good pistol. Patty Chen said Godfather. Yeah, Godfather's good. I recently watched, and they're brilliant apart from the third one, which was lacking, I thought. Yeah, I can agree with you there. It's worth watching the last one, though, isn't it? But it ain't great. But it's worth watching. Nice seeing where Michael sort of goes with his life. Because I was like that, because at first he didn't want to be part of it, and his dad sort of wanted to keep him out of it. And then Michael became more ruthless than any of them when he did become the Godfather. Spoiler alert. The 5 Dirty Harry films was there. You right, Leo? Bing said, I have a spaghetti western playlist with free Clint films. Good, Bad, the Ugly, Fistful of Dollars, and for a few dollars more. Yeah, they're brilliant. They are, Bing. I love them. I got all the special editions of the Sergio Leone spaghetti westerns. To me, I think they're some of the best films ever made. iPad Brown wasn't that good, was it, Riggs? I don't know. Yeah, High Plains Drifter. Yeah, good. It is a good story arc on the Godfathers, isn't it? HN. Carl said, I never watched The Good, the Bad, the Ugly all the way through. I fell asleep. A few dollars, but a few dollars more film. Yeah, the dollar films are good. Yeah, Good, Bad, the Ugly is long. I think it's nearly 2 hours, 45 minutes. And it can drag a bit if it's not capturing you, if you know what I mean. I love it. I love the music in it. Everything. It's just one of those films. I really like it. But it is long. I think the fucking where's my Good Bad Ugly? I think the fucking directors, not the director's cut, but long ones. Like the really long versions might be over 3 hours. No, over 2 hours and fuck, I can't find in the top drawer, isn't there? The westerns are in the top. Yeah, so there's them. So there's Fistful of Dollars. That is 1 hour 36 minutes. For a few dollars more, that is 2 hours 6 minutes. Good, the Bad, the Ugly, 2 hours 51 minutes. And then the ultimate fucking western for me, anyway. Want to put time in the West. 159 minutes. So what's that? 2 hours 39 minutes, I think. Yeah, I love them. I love the Sergio Leone westerns. That's all of them. Well, actually, that's not all of them. There is Fistful of Dynamite, isn't there? But I didn't like that one. I thought, in fact, I thought that was shite. Right, Phil. First gun I had was probably a water gun or maybe a spud gun. You know what, Arkler takes home? I've never seen 2 Mils for Sister Sarah. Is that a comedy one or anything there? I've never watched any of them ones. Zed said, just don't bother me with Play Misty for me. I'm boring as fuck. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Zed. I'm a massive Clint Eastwood fan, but there's quite a few Clint Eastwood films I've got no interest in watching, and that's one of them. Yeah, Magnificent Seven. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Someone, who was it? Zed. Zed said that the remake of that's worth watching. I think it was Zed. Yeah, the Outlaw for full on Western, because I class these as spaghetti Westerns, so they're still Westerns, but they're my favourite Westerns. But yes, the Outlaw Josie Wales is in my top 4, maybe 5 Westerns. You know what I mean? Yeah, I fucking Outlaw Josie Wales. The Outlaw Josie Wales is a brilliant film. I've got that as well in there. What the remake car was okay, but the original's good, isn't it? This, if you've never seen it, that stars Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson and Henry Fonda. I would recommend that to anyone any day. Henry Fonda is the baddie as well. That was a good, I think Sergio Leone did that deliberately. Cast a traditional goodie as the baddie. So talking about Westerns, does anyone remember that awful musical Paint My Wagon something? That I've never seen. I said I sing to the trees. Phil said, hands down, best cast in any film is The Great Escape. Yeah, you're probably right there, Phil. Yeah, very good names in that. I'll tell you what, Arkler, I loved the original and the remake of True Grit. They're really good, aren't they? That's one of those where I don't think it's better than the original, but it's as good. Yeah. I don't think True Grit really needed remaking, but the remake of True Grit is as good as the original, isn't it? Yeah, I thought, yeah, I actually love both of those films equally as much as the other because they're just different enough that you can cast them as different films almost. Yeah, and also because they're both based on a book, why not? Why not make? When this thing, I don't like remakes, right? But if it's a film based on a book, then that film wasn't original anyway. So if someone does another story from that book, that's not saying. The reason I don't like remakes is a lot of the times, to me, it feels like someone's saying, that film's shite, I'm going to remake it because I can do better. And most remakes are fucking crap. But yeah, if a film is based off a book and someone else does another one, I think that's acceptable. And it's not an insult to the original. Because a lot of remakes, I think, are insults to the original films if they was classics. But yeah, if it's based on a book, then you're just redoing the story, aren't you? But that's just my weird little rant on remakes. Yeah, Bing agrees. Yeah, True Grit remake was good, wasn't it, Bing? I think it's excellent. Yeah, Goonies is good. Crown Jewel's right, mate. Yeah. Zed disagrees with you there, Phil. This is the longest day, right? Was it? Also, the Alamo. You know what? I've never seen that. But I bet that is good. Yeah, because you say it's Lost Cause. So, yeah. Like the remake like Ghostbusters. I've never seen that, and I probably never will. But I'll tell you the classic films that they remake, and none of them have been any good, and some of them I would never watch. All of the remakes of John Carpenter's films are fucking dog shite. Every single one of them, and I wouldn't even watch them. Assault Precinct 13. Assault Precinct 13. I wouldn't watch that even if you paid me. But I refuse to because I think it's an insult. It's an insult. What goes? I can understand John Carpenter saying, "Yeah, do it," because he gets paid. He even said, "Oh, I don't mind him doing the rematch because I get paid for doing nothing." But fuck me, it does to me. It's like someone saying, "Yeah, that's crap, so I can do better, so I'll remake it," and they never do. They never make them any better. Very, very rarely, like, because The Thing is technically a remake, isn't it? Sort of, but that's because the other ones was black and white and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And didn't have very good special effects, and you know. But the remake of The Thing, like the new one, the prequel one, because that's another thing, calling something a remake when it's not. You can get bogged down in The Thing easily, but yeah. But I love John Carpenter's The Thing. You're right, Iron Man. Dawn of the Dead remake was pretty good. I don't think it was as good as the original, but it was a good film, and it certainly wasn't. It certainly wasn't a sort of insult, almost. You know what I mean? Where was I? Phil said worst remake Tom Hanks Lady Killers. I've never seen that. I probably wouldn't. Right, where am I? Hey Chen said 90% of films today are fucking remakes. Yeah, reboots another one I don't get. What's the point? Keep rebooting things. Liam said The Thing was originally a book called Who Goes There Anyway. That's what I mean. That's why I said it's sort of a remake, because it sort of is and sort of isn't it? Because there was another film, wasn't there? The Thing from Another Planet, ain't there? Which is the first of that the first of the Who Goes There films in it, I think. But yeah. Carl, I don't know about Write It. It says Stephen King's It Part 2. Did he write Part 2? It is based off of his books. So yeah, and it is. These new ones ain't bad. I've not watched the Part 2 yet. I've watched Part 1. And they're pretty close to the books. I have read the book to it, and the new films is actually quite close. The only thing they've done is they've added a couple of they've missed bits out, and they've added a couple of bits. If you've ever seen the original It, that one had nothing new added at all. It just had bits missing, which I prefer. I actually prefer them keeping all the original stuff but missing a bit out. Whereas this new one, they've actually added stuff that wasn't in the books. But it's good, and it is quite close. Yeah, 1982 Thing, brilliant. One of my favourite films. Thank you, Crown Jewels. Yeah, good, isn't it? Yeah, I'll have to, if I could get the camera to go around even more, I'll have to add another thing. Bing said, only if you have an imagination, Rocket. What's that? Our books are always better. Yeah, he said, only if you have an imagination. I can sit down and say, right, I'm going to read a book. And something I've never been able to do. In my opinion, the books are always better. If you've got a good imagination, which I have, the books are always better. The other thing is, though, if you read a book, well, I'll tell you why, especially Stephen King stuff. Stephen King's books are fucking full of just detail. There might be 3 or 4 pages of someone just thinking about something for 30 seconds in their head, or how they felt for 2 fucking seconds. There's a hell of the masses and masses of detail in Stephen King books, which you can't get in a film. You just can't do it. So there's always more in the books, isn't there, Rocket? But yeah, I did think it was quite good. I didn't really. My only other problem is I don't like the bloke who plays Pennywise. Don't look scary. He's got strange boss eyes, which isn't in the book, and he also, as Matt said the other day, sounds like Scooby Doo. What's his name? Who played the original? Tim Curry, who played the original Pennywise, was better. But I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. That's a good. It's good films though. I think they are good. The new ones. Rocket said The Running Man. I've never read that, but I know that that's completely different to the film, isn't it? But I like the film. The film's good, isn't it? Yeah. He said The Running Man is a class book. The movie was toned down a lot, and the book is brutal and a lot different. Yeah, completely different end, isn't there? Don't tell him the end. You wouldn't even be able to do that end nowadays. It'd probably be deemed too offensive because of something that happened. But what Stephen King, writing as Richard Bachman, would have wrote that before that happened. You know what I mean? Crown Jewel said, I haven't got patience for books or movies. I'd rather be doing something. I love reading a good book, but I don't. I have times where I don't read for like 4 years, and then I'll suddenly go mad and read 10 books in 6 months. So. All right, Slingshot, you've been on for a while. I didn't see if you was on, mate. Hello, mate, by the way. Oh, there you are. Yeah, back from the gym. You all right? Glow in the Dark said, I'm reading A Sense of Freedom by Jimmy Boyle just now. Old school Glasgow gangster. Highly recommended. Tells this story of his time in prison and how he got involved in crime. I just I've heard of Jimmy Boyle. Yeah. Said Stephen King didn't need to do a horror about a clown. Clowns are evil anyway. Richard, I don't read many fiction books. I'd rather read information and facts nowadays. I do love a good bit of fiction though, but I get your thing about reading factual books as well. Being said, what about all these shitty love action Disney's are doing? You can't get the emotions from love actions like a cartoon. Like Turtles, do you, Kenny? Good for you, mate. Are you painted up as a zombie right now as well? I did wonder what you were saying there, Bing. Live actions. Yeah, remaking all these animations as live. Yeah, I get you now. I did think, what is he on about? Shitty love actions. JT, you right, mate? He said The Tripods. Yes, I've never read the book to that though. But I'm sure there was a TV show over here called The Tripods, I think. Sing Shots said, I was pumping iron. What do you think about my crypto video? Yeah, it's all right. I did watch it. Rocket and Mike, have you read any of Chopper's books? I have. I've read one of them, definitely. Maybe two, but I've definitely read one of them. Glenn Dart said to Bing, very true. Disney pretty much ruined Star Wars. Bing said, sounded like I was on about porn. I did wonder. I kept thinking, what I love action films. I should have been able to guess, but because live action, it's obvious now. Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely read one of Chopper's book. Definitely, maybe two. Yeah, I can agree with that. Slingshot, yeah. Did I not comment on it? I've watched it twice now. Bing, I'll be honest, I fucking hate writing on phones. That's why when I'm on my phone and I'm watching Liam streams, if I'm on my phone, I don't type a lot. What was I going to say? Are you off, HN? See you later, mate. I might do a late one tonight. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Chopper's books. Have you ever read his books he wrote for children? And if you have, can you remember what they're called? I think I know what they're called. Who knows what Chopper's children's books are called? Got to put a bit of Vaseline on my lips. My lips are going sore. Chopper. That's it. Yeah, Hooky the Cripper wrote some children's books. I think they were deemed a bit offensive, weren't they? Isn't there something about a stabbing in Hooky the Cripple as well, or something? Sure, if I've got like lovely glistening lips now. Fucking lips going all dry and like they start splitting. How I lost my ears. Rocket said, I'm in the middle of one of Chopper's books. Don't go breaking my legs. I do love Chopper. He's fucking nuts, wasn't he? Glad that he's dead. A lot of people probably wouldn't say that though. Dad said I could never write on phones. I find the ink goes everywhere. Joan Dark said, anyone ever watched the Dad's Army Lost episode remake? It was actually quite good, I thought. No, I've not. Yeah, I'll have to check them out. UK Survivors, the Iceman Confessions of the Mafia Hitman Philip Carlo is worth a read. Yeah, the Iceman, yes, yeah, I've heard of him. There's one of them called How I Lost My Ears as well. Right, let's see if I'm a Critters fan, shall we? Critters fan, do you reckon? Oh, where the fuck half my fucking films are? Right, if I could find all my films, I would show you how much of a Critters fan I am. There you go. That's the Critters box set, 1 to 4. Richard said, it's bad when you're trying to write a load of info on a tablet and it's autocorrects a third of the words. Yeah, it's nightmarish. It takes fucking ages, doesn't it? Carl said, did you know that the 177 caliber pellet has died a death and 2.2 on the way out? Also in the US because of the improved the PCP tech to fire 0.25 and above. Won't happen here. No, I agree with you. I don't think it would happen here, would it? I did not know that though, Carl. There's a Tremors TV show. It's quite good, I thought. Shame they cancelled it after one series. Not watched that, but I do want to. Glenn Dark said, how many subs do you have now, Mike? I've got about 3 videos to upload now. Mostly old police kit. 28,000, is it? Yeah, how many subs do you have now, Mike? 28,000, I think. Yeah. Yeah, whack some videos on Glenn Dark. We'd like to see that. I'm on the wrong thing. I can't see no. I know you're probably saying that to Glow in the Dark anyway. Liam. Yeah, 28k. I'm on 28,400, I think. Yeah, Creep Show. Yes, I want to see that. Rocket. I've been watching the trailer for that. I'll tell you what I watched the other day that you lot might have seen. Oh, what's it fucking called? He had Mickey Rourke in it as a projectionist, and it was something cinema. It's on Shudder, and it's like a compilation thing of like 4 or 5 stories, and you can see the influence of like Creepshow in it. Rocket said, "Yeah, the Creepshow series is out this month. The same people who did the first 2 movies are involved. Yeah, it should be good then, shouldn't it? As long as they don't make it too." You want to keep it still having the same old feel, but you don't want to update it too much, but you also don't want it dated. Oh, I can't remember what it's bloody called now, Liam. Cinema something or something cinema. I can find out later though. It was all right. It was worth watching, but you could see the influence. It had a couple of it had Mick Garris, who's done quite a few Stephen King films. It had Joe Dante directing one. The other 2 I hadn't heard of. It's worth watching. Something cinema or cinema something. I cannot fucking remember off the top of my head now. Going Dark, I didn't think you had that many. Yeah, 28,400. It should be on 30,000 maybe next year sometimes. Quite slow now though, sadly. That's it, Liam. Nightmare Cinema. See if it's a compilation thing with about 4 or 5 stories in it. You can definitely 100% see the Creep Show influence in it. Ninja Rabbi, you seen your name up there? Yeah, it'll pop up in a minute. Thank you, by the way. Not mentioned Patreon tonight, but don't matter. No, I meant Nightmare Cinema. It's definitely a Shudder thing, yeah. Is there like a US Shudder though? Or something? I don't know. I'll tell you what, Liam, I'll check later. It's definitely Shudder. It says on it. That's weird. I'll check later. I'll check. It might not be called Nightmare Cinema. If you look to see if that's got Mickey Rourke in it. Actually, look up Mickey Rourke IMDb and you'll find it. Oh, is that what it is? It's probably only on the American one. In the UK, don't have it. Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? But yeah, definitely, it's definitely Shudder because it says it on it. I don't have a 1911 airgun, no, Game Boy. Right, mate. By the way, Richard, are you off, Rich? See you later, mate. Hope you get your hope you get the forge up and running. Glow and Dark's my favourite TV show was Quantum Leap. I loved Quantum Leap as well. Yeah, absolutely, love that. You know what, Sing Shot? I might tour the US one day. You never know. I've got some. I could actually go if I had the money. I would have somewhere to stay next year. You know, not even have to pay anything for that kind of stuff. But I would, you know, if I'm gonna go to America, I'd want to have a lot of money to make sure if anything did come up, I'd have enough money to look after myself. You know what I mean? You can't rely on others. You need enough money to make sure. I was on it for once this time. I happened to be scrolled right down, Liam, so I saw it. Carl said, I do my YouTube videos mainly for me as a diary thing. When I get subs, I love it. I'm not Steven Spielberg. Just enjoy doing it for me. It's fun, isn't it, Carl? I'll be honest. Because it's a nice hobby, isn't it? And it is like a diary kind of thing or something to look back on. I don't get no money out of it, and you know, that wouldn't be why I do it anyway. Like the money would be a bonus thing. Yeah, technically what he said is true, isn't it? Sorry, what a troll wrote. A troll wrote something like probably the most stupid fucking troll, like pathetic troll thing you've ever seen. Live stream tour, that's it. I think so. Remember the English guy who played the alien bounty hunter in Critters? Who was that guy? I don't know. I don't think he's massively famous. Yeah, I don't know. I know who you're on about though, but I don't think he's massively famous over here. Slingshot. But yeah, I do like Critters. What's the new one like? Anyone seen that? Leonardo DiCaprio's in one of them, isn't he? As a kid. How many Phantasm films are there? Someone mentioned that earlier. Carl said I enjoy it, but when you get good comments, I think it's great. It is great, isn't it, Carl? It is. It's a. If you can because we've got a good community here, like my community, the sort of bushcraft community and that, and them lot, and we've got a lot of the knife guys and that, and the sword blokes. There's a good community going with us lot. Because in all honesty, there's a hell of a lot of pricks about, but luckily we don't seem to get them a lot. You know, with the internet, you're gonna have fucking pricks, aren't you? But luckily, yeah. Our community don't seem to have many of them in it. That said, to Glow in the Dark, One Step Beyond was pretty good. Funeral Director, fuck it, ignore me. Glow in the Dark said the weapons have. I've got a few gas masks used in Dead Man's Shoes, mate. Took 3 weeks to arrive from Russia. How many are there, Slingshot? How many are there in the Phantasm? Dead Man's Shoes is great. That'll come up in this film club. So will Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I reckon. Bing said he's got that film on his playlist. UK Survivalist, do you own the Crocodile Dundee Bowie? I don't, but there's a couple of people in here who do, definitely. I'm pretty sure Carl does. Don't think it's that one, but he definitely got a Crocodile Dundee Bowie. Closest thing I got to a Crocodile Dundee Bowie is WeaponCollector's Machete Bowie. There you go. That's the closest thing I've got to a Dundee Bowie. I still wish I ever put them fucking letters on now. It doesn't look terrible, does it? But I can get it off if I want to. Yeah, don't use the green asbestos filters though. 10 is there? Fucking hell. What is One Step Beyond then? I've never watched that. Weapons Officer, ever watched Babadook? Heard very mixed things, but it's on Amazon Prime. Watch it, Liam. I thought it was excellent. Yeah. The problem with a lot of things, people do say things are shite. People say they're good. You know what I mean? I think you'd like it, and I liked it a lot. Yeah, I thought Babadook was excellent, personally. Yeah. Yeah. I won't say nothing about it, but when you watch it, you'll probably then understand why some people like it, some people don't, sort of thing. It's just that thing, you know. Some films are like that, aren't they? You know, I don't want to say nothing. I don't like. Yeah, I'll watch it, Liam. I thought it was great. Dad said he owned the Dundee Bowie. He got from Blades and Bows when they had it on sale. Yeah, watch it, Liam. Let me know what you think. I really enjoyed it though. Jumble Sabu's got it. Yeah, Black Mirror Rocket. That's probably one of my favourite TV shows. Absolutely love Black Mirror. What is it about though, Zed? One Step Beyond. Slingshot said the Aussie government got Paul Hogan for tax evasion, even though he migrated to the US years ago. Did not know that. And I've said, often I'm very slow to watching mainstream modern horrors. Yeah, this is good. It's not like yeah. To be honest, I wouldn't even call it mainstream. Yeah, I don't know if it's classed as mainstream, but yeah, no, it's good. I think it's more of a sort of independent film that's become mainstream, if you know what I mean. No, it's good. I'm pretty sure that's more of an independent. You know what I mean? Yeah. It don't feel like a big budget, you know, fucking studio horror, if you know what I mean. If it is, yeah, it's well worth watching. Yeah, I thought Babadook was great. Yeah, Mr. Robot I've heard of but not seen. Kenton Heine Haynes is a good site to buy knives from. One through the Royal Mail, next day delivery, based in Wales. Gasmark said about the Phantasm films. Nice one, mate. So there's, what's that, 5 then? Well, I'm not sure, Liam. I don't think it is massively mainstream, in all honesty, but I could be wrong there. I think it's just it got very popular. I'm pretty sure it's like an independent, but it got big to the degree where it probably felt like it was like a mainstream. Yeah, watch it. I'm pretty sure you'd enjoy it. I did. I really liked it. Yeah, Twilight Zone, The Outer Limits. Zed said, things The Cave. Yeah, I've seen The Cave. I've got that on DVD. I've not watched that for years though. What's the other one? The Descent is quite good. UK Survivalist. What's the thing with Crocodile Dundee movies that he swung around to make a phone call? I'd like to make one. Yeah, the thing he swings around, makes the noise. I don't actually know. The Babadook thing. The Babadook. Yeah, I really liked it when I watched it. How was it? The Descent was a rip-off of The Cave, was it? I don't know what you're writing there, Bing. That's not even a word, is it? Fuck's sake. I had to Google that one just to see what you was writing. Ian, you right, mate? I'm going to stay on a bit longer. I'll probably go to past. As long as I don't start hearing people go to bed. Yeah, Fred's is good. Fuck's sake, Bing. Oh, God's sake. Is that a film you're on about called Lasso? Glow in the Dark said to Liam, I tried to find one in the UK, but there wasn't any for sale at the time. Right, so has anyone ever wanted to support me, help me fund videos? There's a thing called Patreon. You can join it for $1 a month or 80p a month, right? You get your name on there. Every time you see names come up on there, that's the Patreon supporters. And all of that stuff, all of the money from the Patreon goes to videos. It's not spent on me. It all goes to things like crossbow bolts. You know, if it wasn't for the Patreon supporters, them 2 gun balls wouldn't be up. Half the shooting competition probably wouldn't be able to happen. So yeah, it helps massively. So if you ever want to do that, there's the link to the Patreon should come up in a minute from Nightbot. There it is. Chatbot. Nightbot. Yeah, feel free to join it. I've got 18 supporters on there now, which is the most I've ever had. It's not the most money I've ever had, but it's the like donated one time. It's the most supporters I've ever had. So get in there. $1 a month to get your name on there. Look at them. Look at those names that come up. Do you want your name to come up on there? Where am I? Oh, what's that? A link for Chris, is it? Rocket, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Rocket, I've got a big delay on that now. The hammer that I was waiting for fucking 6 weeks for Liam's one, turns out that customs has sent it back to China. So now I've got to get another one, which also means I'm going to have to save up a little bit more because now I haven't got enough. But there is a load of Patrons funds I could sort out if I need to, but then that's not for that, is it? I'll be able to sort it out anyway. I've got a quiver I could sell if I need to. But yeah, join Patreon, get your name on there. But yeah, if anyone new's online at scene, hello, and anyone who's going to bed, good night. But I'll be on for another half an hour, hopefully. Liam said, "What's the shitty horror last night where a killer used one of your war hammers? It was called Happy Hell Night." Ah, bloody hell. I'll have to check that out. I don't know, Bing. I ain't got a fucking clue. But all I know is I asked, the package didn't turn up, so I asked for a refund. Accidentally gave them the wrong tracking number for something else, realised and said, sorry. I said, well, that's the wrong tracking number, but can you check to see if it's turned up or not? What does your tracking say? They said, oh, it says customs have sent it back. And I said, well, can you ask? I said, did you ask them why? And all they said to me in like their old pidgin English, broken English thing was, it's a hammer and they think it's dangerous. You know, I don't know if that's what they actually said. I can't think, Liam, I watched a couple of films recently and I can't remember what the fuck they was called. Unless it was that. It was the one I watched, yeah, I think it was Nightmare Cinema and I am mother. Oh, actually, that's a weird one, actually, Liam, isn't it? It's a really weird curved one, but yeah, similar, isn't it? I see what you mean. Like a weird, very weird long point on that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Slingshot. Here's a clue to when that. Yeah. I can ask Liam if he's happy with the design actually as well while I'm here. Liam, is that a sufficient design for you? That's what your catapult's going to look like. That's what you asked, I want it, so yeah. Being so fucking hammer dangerous, Jesus abused. Cookery is imported from Nepal from Nepal. That's what I mean. It don't make no sense. I don't know. Such fucking, custom stuff's fucking backwards, ain't it, Bing? It's going to happen soon, though, Slingshot. I just ain't got round to it yet. Jesus abuse sounds like something quite kinky and sacrilegious. Sounds like a film, don't it? Glenn Dark said, Mike, just signed up to your Patreon. Bastards charged me 20 cents for VAT, did they? You know what, Glenn Dark? That's a new thing. I got an email the other day. That's literally come in about 3 days ago. That did. Thank you, Glenn Dark. What do you want your name as up there? I could fit Glenn Dark Funeral Director if you want. Do you want that on there? Or you can have anything you want. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate that. Oh, because all of that does massively help. Yeah, and for 80p a month, it's nothing, isn't it? Worked out 3p a day or something. I'm not sure, Liam. I know I had a message the other day. I didn't bother reading it because I thought, it's not going to concern me anyway. If it's one of those things where it's mandatory, it gives a shot in a way. But yeah, that's weird doing it. Yeah, UK survivors customs from banned toffee hammers. That don't surprise me. Dad said weapons of Jesus abused, the motion picture, starring Mary Magdalene and a whip. Needs a witch. Slingshot Warriors in English customs was upset about rock hammers before, Mike. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I literally don't have a clue why they sent this hammer back. I ain't got a clue. Because unless they wrote, well, I don't know. Because they wouldn't have written. It was because it was just a hammer, so it's not like it would have been classed like a weapon. It was a hammer. It was an actual hammer, that I would have made into a war hammer, but it was just a rock pick. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe the company was lying about it. Combat Archery, you right, mate? Good to see you on. How are you? Where's me water? I didn't finish that as well, have I? Ugh. Yeah, so the next shooting competition, I'll whack that on. Yeah, Combat Archery in the house. There's no point me uploading it tonight, is there? I might as well just do it tomorrow. Glenn Dark said UK survivors. Yeah, Andy Dufresne tunnelled out of our Shawshank with one. Fuck's sake. Robert said that class scene when Clockwork Orange when Alex is whipping Jesus. Yeah. Fuck's sake. I could imitate that. I'd be whipping Zombies back. Ninja Rabbi. He said, gonna have to make a caveman Stonewall hammer now. That's it. Ian said you could have been damaged in transit. That would have been a reason to send you around back. It's bizarre. I really haven't got a clue why they sent it back. You never know with these companies. They might have just been, give him his refund, shut him up, sort of thing. I don't know. Yeah, Clockwork Orange is good, isn't it? Combat archery. Bing said I meant to say used to. My keyboard typed as Jesus abused. Fuck's sake. Screenshot said, "What do you think about the Bud Case site, mate?" Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it. Do they deliver to the UK? I'll order some stuff off there. They might do. You know, a lot of those companies do worldwide shipping, as long as what I'm buying is legal. Although now that I didn't get that fucking hammer, I'm, you know, wondering whether I should only buy things off of UK fucking sites now. I'll give it a couple more goes because I'm still like with my the mounts for the crossbow quivers. The cheapest place I can get them is eBay, but from China. Even on Wish, they're not as cheap. Oh yeah, good point. Glow in the dark. That would be the perfect thing, wouldn't it? Just glow in the dark. People would know who that is, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'll put glow in the dark. That's it. Yeah, good old memories. But yes, Chris, I'll do that. I'll put glow in the dark. That people will know what that is. Bing said Cult of Athena was good back in the day for swords. I haven't looked on there for years though. I think they don't sell to the UK. UK Survivalist. What's the best foreign language movie you have seen? I don't know, because I've seen quite a few. I do like foreign language films. I've seen quite a few horrors. Martyrs, probably. Martyrs is probably the best foreign language film I've ever seen. Yeah. I've still yet to know anyone who's actually said they fucking watched that yet and thought it was good as I thought. Do not watch that shitty remake of Martyrs. They changed the end. The end is what makes Martyrs special. They changed remade it, changed the end. Martyrs has nothing to do with what you'd think, though. It's not Martyrs as in like Muslim extremists blowing them up. It's nothing to do with that. You know, that's the first thing when you hear Martyrs. You think something like that. Nothing like that. Yeah, I would say Martyrs. But I've seen quite a few Korean horrors and that. You know, Spanish horrors, French horrors, loads. I'm always, in fact, the next film I'm going to watch is going to be a Russian film that will be subtitled. Downfall, Das Boot. Irishman, you right, mate? Sam, you right? Don't see Brotherhood of the Wolf, a great French film. Saw it at the cinema and it had subtitles. You can get dubbed now. Yeah, I don't mind subtitles. Some people don't like them, but yeah, subtitled films don't bother me. Akira, you know, that's good. That's a fucking manga. What else is there? Switchblade Romance. I can't remember what the original name of that is though. Yeah, I quite like foreign language films. You know, they're as good as fucking English films, aren't they? American, you know, English speaking films. Yeah, Night Watch, Slingshot. Yes, I liked that Night Watch, and that's supposed to be a trilogy. Night Watch, Day Watch, and I can't remember what the third one was, but he never made the third one, I don't think. But Night Watch and Day Watch, that whole trilogy was supposed to, like, it was massively hyped up and people thought it was going to be amazing. And it was. It was really good for its time. But yeah, I don't think he ever got around to doing the third one, did he? He's the best foreign film I've seen is Moscow, all about the Red Army's defence in Moscow. I've never seen that. Terry Knives, you right, mate? And thank you for subscribing. I'm had Mike. What's Ross Kemp on gangs? He goes to the world interviewing gang members. Quite interesting. I've seen some of that. I've seen some episodes of that. Sam said, but why do they use subtitles on porn? Who knows? I don't think I've ever had the volume up on porn. UK survivors. I've never seen. Oh, Mezzarine, or how it's supposed to be pronounced Marine, isn't it? That's fucking amazing. True story as well, isn't it? Yeah, Jacques Marine. My God, he should be world famous. I think he's modern day French Robin Hood, wasn't he? Sort of thing. Yeah, Mezzarine. That's brilliant. I'm glad you mentioned that. UK survivors. That I might do on the film club one day. That's amazing, isn't it? But the fact that it's true as well, based on a true bloke. Yeah, he was like one of the most badass gangsters ever. I think he was probably, he should be more famous than people like the Craze, Al Capone, all of the big name gangsters. Jacques Marine should be more famous than them. That is his name, isn't it, Jacques Marine? And you read, constantly breaking out of prisons and doing all this mad fucking shit. Right. Yeah, well, just having a chat, Terry. Just chatting about anything. Glendark's a really nasty film. Yeah, Serbian film, yeah. Now, to be honest, I wouldn't recommend it, but it's one of those, it's like, it's sort of, well, it's one of the French extreme films, isn't it? That's how I came across it. I was looking up the French extreme films. We won't bother going too much on about Serbian films. It's very on the edge, shit you don't really want to talk about, even though it's a film. Yeah. Sam said, I have Munchausen on my drive, but not able to watch it till later this week. Yeah, well, put it on, Sam. I love that film. I'll get the DVD out if I can find it quickly. Come on, where are you, bastard? Where is it? Right, I'm just going to look for this film quickly. Hang on. I never find half my fucking films anymore. It's Mezzarine. Anyway, is the film. Where the fuck is it? I thought I lent it to some fucker and didn't give me it back. Oh, here it fucking is. Fuck's sake. Right, hang on. Well, it should be there, anyway. Yeah, I can't find it. I wonder if I've lent that somewhere and give it back. Because this is where my gangster films are. Fuck's sake, I have to look for that. No, I don't know. Wait a minute. There's the Wikipedia for it, for Jacques Marine. But yeah, he was great bloke. But he would do like, fucking France #1 most wanted man in France, and he was known for fucking he'd go around wearing disguises and travel all around the country doing fucking interviews with the with newspapers and that while he was France most wanted and stuff like that. Yeah, UK Survivors, I've got it somewhere, but I can't seem to fucking find it. I've put it somewhere where it shouldn't be. My DVDs are normally in order. It's not where it should be. Tim, our shooting competition will be tomorrow now. It's ready now. I've uploaded it tomorrow. Tim said, had a look at Three Madness channel you mentioned last night. Spread some love and subscribe. Thank you, mate. Yeah. It's a pity he can't get on here. He'd like it on here and have a chat with us. Thank you for doing that, Tim. Angel has fallen. No, I've not seen that, Irishman. What is the angel mean in that? Because I know with the other ones, it was code names for things. One of them was just London's fallen. One. What's the angel in this represent? Look, yeah, have a look, Glenn. You'll be surprised that you've not heard of him. He should be massively famous, I think, for the fucking shit he got up to. Honestly, when you look into the shit he did, he should be more famous than. I think in France he is massively famous. He is like the French, like Craze or Al Capone, for America. But he never got massively known worldwide. But I think he should be. Yeah, Stu's not been on for a bit. He's getting back into it, I think. He said he's going to join the shooting competition. Who's that Bing? He said he fucked the Halloween films up, kept having the mask come off all the time. Who's that? Oh, it's his own code name. Oh, nice one, Irishman. Cheers. No, I've not heard about Gamekeeper John's new budget basher slingshot warrior, no. Yeah, click that link. Yeah, Jacques Mazarin was a French criminal responsible for numerous murders, bank robberies, burglaries, and kidnappings in France, the USA, and Canada. Mazarin reportedly escaped from prison and made international headlines during a final period as a fugitive when his exploits included trying to kidnap the judge who had previously sentenced him. An aptitude for disguise earned him the moniker the Man of 1,000 Faces and enabled him to remain at large while receiving massive publicity as a wanted man. Mazarin was widely seen as an anti-establishment Robin Hood figure. In keeping with his charismatic image, he was rarely without a glamorous female companion. A two-part film, which came out in 2008, was based on Mazarin's life. Yeah, that's very good, that is. Starring Vincent Cassel as well, he's classed as one of the best French actors there is. Yeah, don't read too much on the Wikipedia. Just read that little top bit and then go and although it's not much of a spoiler anyway, if you know some of the stuff that happened to him, because Yeah, hopefully Stu never used to get on these very often, did he? I think he did a little bit. Hi, Matt and Mike. I suppose every creator needs a holiday from YouTube. By the way, instead of a silver play button, £1,000 wouldn't go amiss. Yeah, exactly. I told Liam if he don't get a silver button when he gets to 100,000 subscribers, I'll make him one, and I still will, Liam. It won't be silver; it'll be aluminium. But you'll have your own silver fucking play button if them cunts don't make you one. I've got plenty of aluminium. Slingshot said, more affordable frames. I like John's shooting video. Slingshots and running through the bushes. Oh, look, Marcus is on. Good job I stayed on late. Tell you what, I might even go to 1:45. Just for you, Marcus. They've been asking about you. Actually, I think it's ladies today because want Donna on earlier as well. Let me have a look. Let me do an @ Donna and see if she's still on. Yeah, Donna's still on. Yeah, so it's ladies today. Sam said, howdy, Marcus. You back from France, bud? I hope your trip was great. Is that where you've been, Marcus? I hope you had a good time as well, yeah. I'll go up and have a look at some of the comments on this now. It's getting to the stage where Bing said, Once Upon a Time in America is the longest film I've watched. 4 hours with director's cut with Robert De Niro. Yeah, that's good, Bing. That's a Sergio Leone film. Same bloke who did the spaghetti westerns. After he did the spaghetti westerns, he wanted to do a gangster film. That may have been his last film. Sadly, with that, that's never been edited properly because there's bits missing from it. It's a good film, isn't it? I like it. I've got that on DVD in there somewhere. Brennan Dart says, sounds like a French version of Alistair Crowley in some ways, mate. Can I use my shotgun in shooting competition? Yes, you can. Is there any way that you could either do, because I know you've got firearms license, don't you? Is there a way that you could either do a shotgun cartridge with 6 BBs in it or whatever, or 6 single slug shots or whatever? You know what I mean? But it don't matter if you want to just shoot and we count the 6 closest in, we'll do that. Yes, you can. Yeah, and you're welcome to. Chris, you're 100% welcome to do that. That's what I want. I want people to do some more unusual things. Iron Man said, Mike, I showed Urban that used tampon video. I haven't spoken to me since. I had wondered where he'd been. That's so. John. Irishman said slingshot. I don't know why people pay money for wooden slingshots. Just cut a branch from a tree or a piece of wood. I agree with you there, Irishman. I don't get it. Wooden slingshots are piss easy to make, aren't they? But you'll be surprised how many people can't really make things. Dart said, is Liam still on? Let me just at him. At W. Yeah, he's still on. Liam, you're still on. Glow in the Dark wants to ask you something. Sometimes he's got the sound on, but not looking at the chat. Glow in the Dark says, is Liam still on? I would subscribe to his Patreon if he is, but I don't know how to go about it. Give him a shout, would you please, bud? Yeah. They are. Liam, read Glow in the Dark's comment there. Sam said, I have a 20 gauge shotgun. I have buckshot, 6 shots. What distance? Yes, Sam, please do that. Any distance you like. I can only match it with like an air rifle, but that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You do whatever distance you think would be good enough for a small target, so it still hit it. But have a bit of spread, I suppose, or do a big distance and use the bigger targets. Yeah, yes, please do that. I so badly want a shotgun on it because it will inspire other people to do it then. So Chris and Sam, get your shotguns out. Slingshot said you never went tree fork finding the right. Maybe you can cut a wooden one out of the board as well. You do whatever you like, Sam, because obviously the problem is I've got to match it up to one of these. That's the only thing. Whatever you hit, I've got to try and match your holes up to something like that. You know what I mean? To score it against mine. But it doesn't matter. Use any targets you want, and I'll just have to measure. What you'll have to do is tell me what part of it's 3 inches. Anything out of that won't be a score. And anything in, I can put my target over it. So yeah, you use whatever you like. But the bigger ones, this. So something about that big look. It's a quite dark target. Quite a light target. You can't really see it, but That is the one, I think, anyway. 3 inches, just look down, that's it. UK Survivalist. I watched another good one, Brendan Gleeson, The General, about an Irish criminal. I think Kevin Spacey did a film on him also. I'll look into that, never heard of that one. Ninja Abel said, pump your air rifle 10 times and muzzle load a bunch of BB. Yeah, that could do that. I'm answered, carry a full-size hammer and a variety of nails. Yeah, definitely. Nails and a hammer is definitely worth carrying, isn't it? Rocket said, check out my mate's channel, Black Country Woodsman. He also does solo overnight. Pretty sure I'm subscribed to him. Oh, yeah, actually, that's what I meant to do. Hang on. Yes, 19 patrons now. Thank you, Chris. I'll whack your name on there later. So you can now see glow in the dark on there now. Glowing in the dark. We was chatting about movies, Marcus. I think we're chatting about anything now. But yeah, you do whatever. Sam, what do you reckon is more realistic? The little one like that or the bigger one? But if you shoot from a distance and they spread out like more than a foot, I'll use the big targets with something. Now I'll still have to use the little ones anyway because it won't make no sense. But yeah, we'll sort something out. But yes, please, you do it with a shotgun. Any target you want, I'll just match it up with mine, and then I'll just have to shoot anything really. Won't matter. You know, I can't always match everything. Sam said, my shotgun is double barrel, so I'll have to reload it. She needs firing anyways. Hangs in my bedroom door for home security. Yes, do that. That'd be great. Weapons, I said, glow in the dark. Yeah, as Mike said, I think they changed it. How Patreon used to work, it charged the channel to VAT, and they cashed it out. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I had a message about 2 days ago saying that they changed it. Only for European people, though. My shotguns don't shoot, Kenny. And also, to shoot something with six BBs in it, you know, buckshot or a slug shot, that you also need a firearms license. So even then, even if I did have a shotgun license, I still wouldn't be able to do it. I blame Brexit. Yes, I agree with you there, B. Brexit has just charged Glow in the Dark 20 cents to his dollar. All right, tell you what you do, Sam. Film it. Do you know the bits you got to film? So do a little intro saying this is for WeaponCollector shooting competition. I'm doing a shotgun or whatever. Say the distance and all that. Film it and then just upload it and set it to unlisted. So when you upload the video, there'll be options. There should be an option, or while you're doing it, or once it's uploading, to set it to unlisted. Set it to unlisted, and then just email me the links. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. That's the only good way to do it. And then what I do, I just download it. I haven't watched Hard Brexit, no, Liam. Fuck's sake. Well, I think I did watch a bit of it. I can't bring myself to watch things like that. That's more like a horror film. I think I'd rather watch fucking Necromantic than that. If they're doing lookalikes anyway. Lookalike of Theresa May, imagine. Glad I'm here tuning in. It's all I can imagine. It may not be the case. All I could imagine, Liam, was a load of lookalikes, and I would not want to see a lookalike of Theresa May getting shagged. Now, if it was the other Theresa May, look up Theresa May glamour model. Sam said, okay, sounds good. Yeah, it should be pretty easy to do, Sam. Things I like naturals too, but the fork has to be perfect, and most forks aren't. It's like trying to find a 4-leaf clover. And that's why I invented the scrapper method. Mark said, we voted out in 2016 and show a shitting system keeping us in. Delete, please. And so you remember, Liam, the real trees, man, as I call her. I got so excited. I know I better not say actually. I was going to say something, a bit of give away my give things away about where I live potentially. So no, don't matter. Iron Man said, Mike, did you know a 50 caliber rifle has the same power at 1 mile distance as a 44 mag point blank? No, I did not know that. What was Marcus saying? Oh, about the Glenn Dart said, anyone got any experience with cut-proof lanyards? Well, I have about 3 and they're definitely not cut-proof. I'll just show you my humble opinion. No, I've never had anything like that. Jen said, oh dear, I wasn't paying attention for a minute and I thought you said something about necrophilic panties. Well, to be honest, necromantic isn't far off of that. So you're pretty much there. That's what it sounds like. A bit like those cut-proof sleeves. Yeah, they're shite. Rocket said, found measuring on Pirate Bay. Go to download it and give it a good video tomorrow. I think it's excellent. I'm slightly annoyed I can't find my fucking copy. It must be put somewhere where it shouldn't be. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's annoying. Yeah, it's 2-part, by the way, Rocket. Yeah, Liam was saying. Which, yeah. Marcus said, now how did your meet-up go? Glow Dark said, just went and had a look at my shotguns. 8-shot Benelli. I've never fired. Only got it yesterday. Anyone want the 5-shot Francie Hunter? Let me know. You're fine, Mark. Iron Man. See you later. I can't fucking talk. See you later, Iron Man. Who would win? Wishmaster versus Leprechaun? Oh, fuck knows, mate. Fuck knows. Got a fucking clue there. Wishmaster, ain't that a Wes Craven film? I think, Liam. And it's what it sounds like. Mr. Midge. For fuck's sake. I noticed Slingshot was very disappointed with the new Leprechaun film. Yeah, fuck knows. Suppose that ain't a thing. Not Leprechaun in the Hood. No, I think it's one after that. Ryan, right, mate? And he said, nice collection. Looks like it's getting a lot bigger. Well, I'll tell you what, that's probably not half of my stuff, but that's all I can get on display. Bing said he reckons Leprechaun would, especially if Warwick Davis is out on the smoke. Sing shots, yeah, there's Wes Craven and the Wishmaster Gin. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be tempted to say Wishmaster personally, but Bernard said, need to tell you guys this. Google Diary of an Online Fantasist. I'm too scared. Oh, I'll trust you. Someone else Google that and then let me know. Dad said it is a thing, but only if you slip. Mark says, Sam, there's a huge mound monument, German cemetery when you were there. Hilarious guy pretending to be MI6 and Theresa May his aunts. Or a Mitty character. Fuck's sake. Tim said, you going to do a video about what you've got on display? Oh, I suppose I could. I've never really thought about it. I don't know what I'd say. But that's that, if you know what I mean. Saying that, no, I did do a video on it saying that. I did do a video on my display. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'll have to have a look and redo it, Tim. Women's I've said, ever heard of the crazy ninja guy who claims to be the top member of Delta Force? No. These do sound like some right old nutters, though. Brian said, fucking hell, bro. Yeah, that's not even half of it. That's just what I can get on display. Ted said, glow in the dark. You like having sex with fuzzy orange drinks. And Liam said, a guy called Frank Ducks. Proper fucking nut job. I do love the old nutters, though. They are very interesting to read about shit these people come out with. Sam said to Marcus, I remember the mounds, but I don't remember those headstones. Must have been part of the refurbishment. I'll have to look that up. Remind me if you want. You know me. The problem with these things in here, with emails and comments in here, I never remember it because I never get to look back on it. So it's better to comment it on somewhere like one of my videos. If anyone else wants to do it, if you don't have access to some kind of way to message me. Wemsdorf basically claimed he was the top guy in Delta Force, fought in loads of ninja tournaments, so secret there are no records of him. That's the one with the bullshit record. They even made a film about him. My shield is in the loft slingshot. It's too big, it gets in the way. Blue and Dark said Irishman, just availability or by British or American if available. Oh, what guns? Shotguns. After he got called out in interviews, he started saying people in the interviews were body doubles of him. Fuck's sake. That's mad, isn't it? How you'd go to that much sort of extreme to sort of bullshit about something. Ryan said, that last sword you did, bro, was good. Looks like an old gladiator sword. It does, don't it? There it is. There, I've got it hanging under the thing. You see it? Terry Knives said, how did you get all those guns up there? What do you mean? How do they hang up? With L-shaped hooks, if that's what you mean. Put it on HD, and you might be able to see them. Apparently he lost his trophies as well when fighting child kidnapping pirates. Fuck's sake. Send me that. I want to look him up. At least a Wikipedia of him or something. Thank you. Yes. Send me it on Twitter, please, Liam. I'm going to end in a minute, by the way, everyone. It's been a good one tonight. How long have I been on for? Nearly 2.5 hours. 2 hours 34 minutes. It's bizarre. I've never understood bullshitters like really bad constant bullshitters who make up story after story after story. I've known two like horrendous bullshitters that would even tell other people bullshit stories and include you in them when he fully well knows that I know it's bullshit and I wasn't there. Yeah. Yeah, they all just glued up there, Ryan. I just know have the fuckers on. Fuck's sake. Right, yeah, I'm going to have to go off now. That's been a really good stream. Don't forget, if anyone wants to join my Patreon, here's the link. $1 a month, 80p a month, less than 3p a day. Massively helps. Pays for all the shit I can't buy to do with the channel. When I'm making things, if I need things like sandpaper and that comes out of the Patreon money, and hacksaw blades and stuff like that. Hang on. Oh, the chat keeps moving. I'm trying to copy something. Hang on. He likes Turtle's mind control effect pattern. I'll look it up properly later. That'll be on my history now, so at least I'll be able to remember it. Right, so I'll be on Twitch Monday night. I won't be on tomorrow. I may be on tomorrow. There's a chance I might be. I do like to have a Thursday off and a Sunday off, but there's a chance I do go on Twitch on a Sunday. This is the Twitch, actually, if you don't know. Nightbot, I'll put that on in a second. But yeah, thank you, Glow in the Dark. I'll whack your name up on there in a minute. Means a lot, and I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Tomorrow's video, I may even upload it tonight, but I probably won't bother. Tomorrow's video, I might upload it tonight and schedule it for tomorrow, will be myself versus Timbo 66 shooting competition. A good, unusual one. Something that's never been done. And I enjoyed doing it, and he did as well. Yeah. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. It's been a really good evening tonight. Last night and tonight have been excellent. Yeah. Right. See you all later. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Good night.